This is Paul. Yes. You know these distributions of the estates? Yeah. Mhm. And this dissolution of marriage? Yes. And the use of my name in the newspaper? Yeah. Yeah, I got a real problem with what you're doing. Mhm. Now, I just wanted to remind those in law enforcement, yes, that in 2011 I was in the custody of the Superior Court of Guam. Yeah. You actually didn't have the authority of law to issue a protection order. And then when you arrested me for the false accusation of violating it, yeah, you didn't have the jurisdiction to reissue the protection order. Now, you've sat there every day saying, well, he can't do anything about it. But the truth is, I can. I can sue you. And you spent the last 4 years obstructing me from having an attorney. Yes, because you just won't be sued. You're just not going to do it. Right. You're just not going to allow for a lawsuit to take place because you're the sheriff's department. You're the police department. Yeah. You're the employees of the city and the county. Yes. And you are going to refuse to allow me to sue you. Now, to be able to put my name in a newspaper, yes, it requires parental consent to play football. Yes. And when you issue the dissolution of marriage where I didn't get any notice of court hearings, yeah, there was or was not a stipulation and order included in it. Yes. Did you get a copy of the United Nations marriage certificate? There was no proof of actual attempt of service after you issued it? Yeah. You were just going to teach me the lesson. You know, Quilceen's going to get sued. Brennan's going to get sued. Yes. In fact, every school district in the United States right now. Now, I've explained for the last 4 years the fraud of issuing protection orders, where all the woman had to say was the guy's crazy. Yeah. We just don't know where he's at. For some reason, we can't find him. Right. And then you don't call it kidnapping, even though it's fraudulent. Yes. That you issued court orders without any due process, without any of the protections of the law to the minors named. Yes. And then when I inform you that I don't want my name in the newspaper, you had to be such arrogant rectums. You know, could I get the distributions of the corporations that are mining stocks? Yes. See, a lot of times you go on the pink sheets and you can buy a stock for maybe 5 to 10%. Could you call the Canadian stock market for me? Yeah. And the pink sheets. I want to know the actual stock ownership of every mine in North America that manufactures silver, gold, saltpeter. Yes, the actual ingredients of any explosive of the United States of America. See, I'm thinking that I'm going to do the mining and you're going to work for me. Yes. And we're going to look at what's necessary to manufacture C4. Yes. Dynamite. Nitroglycerin. Ow! And then we're going to look at the actual ownership of all the stock of all the companies that manufacture any explosive in the United States of America. And then I'm going to find out the actual number of stocks that I would need to purchase. Yes. And then I'm going to go through every one of the pink sheets. Yes, he is. And the actual ownership of all the stocks that can be purchased for less than $1,000 a share. That's right. Then I'm going to get the IP addresses of all of those that invest in mineral stocks. Yes, he is. I'm going to know the actual identity of every one of them. Yes, he is. And then I'm going to go through the Canadian stock exchanges. Is it the Toronto? Is it the Vancouver or is it Victoria? Why don't you get me all the mineral stocks of every mine in Canada and the United States and Mexico, where I thought I would own all the gold that's going to be mined or not mined, because I might shut down a few mines. I mean, I don't need to mine that. I don't need to do it. And then there's the thought of the silver and how we have an abundance of it. I mean, the Hunt brothers just showed up. You know, in cornering markets, there's a couple different ways to do this.